If you're a pastor, if you're a small business owner, maybe you are a ministry leader within your local church, and you're asking yourself the question, do I really need to post on social media all the time? Next up in this video, I'm gonna give you 4 benefits as to why you really should. What's going on, everybody? I'm Glenn P. Brooks Jr. Super excited to be back with you on another edition of Business Building and Ministry, right? Here's what I want you guys to really understand. When it comes to showing up consistently, many of you guys have heard out and about, particularly in the social media space, that content is king. Well, I like to say if content is king, consistency is queen. What do we know about a chess game? For those of you all who play chess, the queen gets to go anywhere. The king really is limited. What do I mean when I say that? Your content can be okay. It can be limited in its direction. But here's what's game changing. The fact that if you show up consistently, it will eventually cause you to win the game. Let me tell you what I mean. There are 4 benefits in posting on social media consistently. Now, before we get started, I know many of you guys are thinking consistently, Glenn, well, what do you mean? Do I have to do that every hour, 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day? Well, I'm not going to talk about that specifically, although the more you do it, the better it is. And there is a threshold. But for the purposes of this particular video, I want you guys to understand sort of the logic behind showing up consistently. Number 1, when you show up consistently, you're adding value to your target client. Now, I don't know about you, but every time I walk into a local business or wherever I go to choose to do business online or maybe in person, the truth of the matter is I'm looking for a certain value in the place that I do business with. Well, the more you show up, the more people get to understand who it is that you are, what do you do, why do you do it, and more importantly, who do you do it for? It allows you to increase that value proposition. Number 2, it also allows you to build awareness. When you post consistently, and when I say consistently, guys, I'm talking about what really works for your industry. Now, if you are a person that's running a brick and mortar and maybe you're open from 6 in the morning till 12 midnight, you may particularly want to target your advertising or your marketing or your posting to specific times of days relative to how you do business. Regardless as to what times you pick, I want you guys to get into your mind that if I'm not showing up consistently, I'm not taking advantage of the opportunity to add whatever value I bring to the marketplace to my target client. But more importantly, I'm not building awareness around what it is that I do. Most people understand that the early bird is the one that gets the worm, right? And so the more that your client or your customer is aware of what you got happening, aware of the sale, aware of a particular piece of information, aware of something that's maybe changed or shifted in your industry, the better likely, or the more likely, I probably should say, they are to do business with you. I just got off of a coaching call earlier today, and I have a client who is thinking about showing up, and more importantly, how should he show up and how often. This next thing that I want to bring you to, number 3, is the idea that when you show up often, you also are going to increase your authority. This particular client is an amazing mind, right? This guy is a very deep thinker. He's built churches, he's built organizations, he's even built businesses. And one of the things that he's a little intimidated by is the fact that social media, he doesn't quite understand. But the challenge is that no one knows that he's an authority in that area because he's not showing up. So my job is going to be to help him understand how by consistently showing up, it'll increase, at least in the marketplace, his authority. It helps people to know, you know what, when this guy says this, I can take that to the bank. And that's a reason why he would want to show up consistently. And the last thing that I want to give you guys today is that it will help you to generate traffic. Let's just be real honest, guys. I don't care what business or ministry you're in. You're not in the business or the ministry of showing up for the sake of showing up because you don't have anything else to do, showing up because, you know what, it's kind of a hobby. No, you're showing up to add a significant amount of value and to do business or provide a service for someone. on. So the more you do that on social media, the more you have the opportunity to generate traffic. I'll give you a prime example. In our M.A.P.S masterclass, one of the primary ways that I show up and I am able to add value to my target client is by doing what I call a lunch and learn. Every week I do a lunch and learn, and what that does is it's me showing up on social media with an opportunity to be able to display what it is that I know, how I can help people, and as a result of that, can you believe it or not, people actually will message me and say, hey, how can I know more about that? How can I learn about that? And I'm not even selling anything. I'm just giving information. I'm giving valuable tips or strategies on how to navigate something, just like I'm doing right now. And what it does is it piques the interest, and eventually it causes me to have traffic generate into my business. So again, we'll recap really quickly. The 4 benefits to posting consistently on social media. Number 1, it'll add value to your target client. Number 2, it builds awareness. Number 3, it increases your authority. It helps people know that you know what you're talking about because they show up, you show up, they consistently see you, they begin to know you, like you, and trust you, and you become an authority on that subject matter. And then the last thing, it generates traffic into your business. At the end of the day, guys, here's what I know to be true. We all need some help. And if we can help you in the M.A.P.S masterclass, do me a favor, click the link below. Let us know that you need help in this area. We'll get in touch with you and show you how you can do that. And then if you like these videos, if this is something that you want to see more of, do me a favor and let me know in the comments. Is there anything in your small business? Is there anything in your ministry that you need me to maybe speak to a little bit, give you some information or give you some awareness on it so that it can help you level up? Because again, at the end of the day, we all need some help. Y'all be good. We'll talk soon. If this video has been a help to you, do me a favor, click the link, subscribe to the channel. Also, check out some of the former videos that I've done, guys, because I promise you, this is a game that's ever changing and we all need each other. So do me a favor, click the link and we'll see you soon.